Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Survivor What If channel. My name is Richie. I'm here with my co hosts.
Heyo, I'm Alex.
Hello, this is Aleks Steib. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
He's still trying to take my job. I don't think he's learned, has he, guys? Anyways, jokes aside, we are here today with a new fun video. And I'm actually gonna pass off to Alex because this was a fun idea Alex thought of that I think it'd really just be better if he explained it to you guys. So without further ado, Alex.
The concept is we have three seasons each that we're gonna kind of like make kind of like themes for. So like the first one is gonna be like a all newbie season theme, and then the second uh season will be a location based theme, and then the third one will be an all returnee theme season. So there'll be 9 seasons in total that we'll be talking about, and yeah, it should be fun. So I'll kick it off then, and start first with the newbie season that I have, and it's pretty interesting because we've seen a lot of um night challenges in the show, but like, what if we have it as every challenge is a night challenge, and we have tribal during the daytime? That's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And it kind of puts the players also kind of at a hindrance because they have to stay up all night and strategize, and then daytime comes and they have trouble right away. So it's really a kind of mind games there, and it's never been done before. So I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool idea. So why not?
I love that idea. I think that's a really fun idea. And if they ever use it, I'm gonna tell them to make sure to give you credit for it. Um, my idea isn't as creative as Alex's, but I still think it's a fun idea. I call it Survivor Regional Divide. And essentially what it is that there'd be four tribes divided by which region of the US they live in. So there'd be one tribe of people from the Midwest, one tribe of players from the East Coast, one tribe of players from the West Coast, and one tribe of players from the South. They would all be from different states so that we won't get like 8 people from California because we just need so many people from California, don't we, Jeff? Don't we? Like, never mind the fact no one's came from Alaska, no one's came from North Dakota, West Virginia, or Wyoming. 50 seasons, not one player from any of those 4 states. Come on, Jeff. But no, essentially, jokes aside, one player would come from like each different state, so we wouldn't have like multiple people from like the same exact state. And it'll kind of be like which region is the best of the best. So I thought it'd be a pretty fun idea for newbie season, like an immediate like we're better, or like because we have to survive snowstorms or something like the Midwest could say, and the East Coast is like, well, we survive hurricanes. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that each like coast could probably, or each region could probably say could benefit them more in the wild. So I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna pass it off to Steib for his newbie pick.
Thank you, Richie, and thank you both for both having very good new picks. My new season idea kind of actually deviates from one of my favorite seasons of the past. There's a lot of different dynamics among Survivor players, and some of them are determined by the age you are, how old you are, and how exactly you were brought up, and perhaps how your generation was brought up. In the past, Survivor US had the season Gen X versus the Millennials, and I think it's been a long time since we've had something age based like that. So for my new cast season, I would certainly love to see something along the lines of Millennials versus Gen X. I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. Millennials versus Gen Z. That is our generation. We are Gen Z, and I think us in the new generation, I think we got a whole lot of entertaining moments to come. And I would love to see some of us competing with some older players like that. I think that could be a very fun season.
I, I, I like both of you guys' choices, and yeah, I love the themed Survivor, and like it sucks that recently it's all just been numbered themes, and that's just kind of boring. So I do like how they used to do themes, and kind of running into that, we're gonna go into our next category, which is location based seasons. There's been a lot of great location based seasons in the past in the real show, so we want to add three more concepts to what we could hopefully see. So for mine, it is Survivor Madagascar. I feel like it's a very fun location. I'm not sure if they've ever really been there, or if they have, I don't know. But like, just be, just having it be Survivor Madagascar. No, it's an island. It is, and it'd be cool to see it because I do like my themed seasons based on locations. So yeah, that's just mine. Richie.
Steib, I loved your idea. Fun age gap idea. Aleks, I love Madagascar. Totally did not start thinking of the movie when I thought of that. But honestly, Madagascar, from what I've seen, very beautiful place, beautiful country. So I think it'd be really fun. My pick for a location would be Survivor Hawaii. Hawaii has a lot of very interesting like islands. I think there could definitely film on. I think the culture itself could be definitely impactful and could even provide for potential for really unique challenges, I think. And just an all, even though it is white sand beaches and ocean like most seasons are, I think it could be a unique setting culture wise alone. I would really love to see a Hawaii season. Like Hawaii's fun. I'd never been to Hawaii, but I know other people who have. So with that in mind, Aleks, I will pass it off to you for your location.
I like both your ideas. Hawaii is certainly a bucket list, not just for Survivor, but for life in general, to be honest. We'd all love to go out there. Madagascar is also another very valid option, of course. It almost felt like a no-brainer, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen that yet in the main US show. And my choice for geographical base, it will also be a location that has been used internationally in other versions of the show, but it hasn't been used in the US version, probably because it is a little too close to home. But I think it's a beautiful location, and plenty of other nations have had their own shows there and they've had success. I think it would be wise for Survivor US to go to the Dominican Republic in the Caribbean. I think that could be a very fun setting, and the beaches are beautiful, and who knows what the weather could entail. And I just think it's one more place that they haven't been that they should go to. Thank you.
Great answers, great answers. So our last category is going to be an all returnee season type theme. We've seen, historically that the all returnee seasons or like half returnee seasons have done so well for the show. So we all like the seasons. Heroes versus villains, second chance, fans versus favorites. So yeah. So we're gonna propose three new ones as well that we've not seen in the show. That would be pretty cool to see. So my theme would be new school versus old school, and it would kind of implement old school like no tribe swap until like merge, and then just basically going back to the roots, but also including like the new advantages that we see in the new era, and like a lot of newer stuff that's been implemented throughout the years. So I feel like that'll be a really cool theme, and we would see a lot of old school players return. It would probably be not a lot of winners. Hopefully, just old players that have not kind of like a second chance or a third chance yet, and then new schoolers would probably be like a second or third chance as well. So yeah, that's my theme.
I really love that theme. I really like it. I think it was a really cool theme idea. I could definitely see some of the older school characters having very fun interactions. Like I could realistically see someone like Boston Rob, or maybe not Boston Rob, but like maybe someone like Rob's sister Nino having a field day with someone like Q. I think would be funny to watch. Um That's a good idea. And Dominican Republic is a beautiful country from what I've seen and heard. So I definitely would agree. It's a fun country. My idea for returning season is kind of I definitely like to look at a lot of very interesting things and little tidbits. But my thing for returning season would definitely come down to survive what I call Survivor Early Birds Redemption. Essentially, it would be a bunch of pre-merge boots from past seasons coming back in, getting redemption and getting the opportunity to come back and be like, hey, all because I was voted off early doesn't mean I suck. Just means that the cards weren't in my favor that season. See fun players back, like Bob Dog from Panama, Brian from Guatemala, like Amy from Guatemala almost made it into Heroes versus Villains, and she didn't even make the merge. Um, there's definitely a lot more fun ones like Annika from 47, Gem from 46, who just missed out on the merge toy, whatever you want to call it, by like one vote. Even like first boots and early boots, who'd even get to like play the game, like Reem. I mean, hell, you could even probably throw Francesca in there if you really wanted to. How fun it would be if she got voted off a third time. She would eat this light stick. Jokes aside, I think it'd be a really fun idea. Give a lot of new names because that's one of the things that made Kelly Wentworth such a popular character in Cambodia, in my opinion, was that she was seen as kind of just not like a layup pick, but it was more of like, oh, like Kelly Wentworth's here of all people when she didn't even make the merge her first time. She came back, fought really hard. Granted, same thing with Kimmy too in Second Chance, but I always like kind of seeing fun stories like that. So, I'll stop babbling on and I'll pass it over to Steib for your final pick.
I'll be closing it out with my final pick for a returnee season. And I'd just like to say great ideas from both of you, of course. In the 48 seasons of the main U.S. Survivor show and countless others internationally, there are so many players that we'd like to see again. And as Richie mentioned, a lot of those players went out too soon and they could have contributed more to the game and more moments. And like Aleks said, there's a whole lot of deviations in play style, which can lead to a lot of fun moments as well. And I think my returnee season will be based around similar reasons, around people that played really well but couldn't quite get the win. My working title for this season is Survivor Bridesmaids. Now, don't get me twisted. This isn't a season about a Survivor wedding party. There's an old saying, always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. And that's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking a season of past runner ups that haven't won the game, of course. Potentially somebody who's come in second or third place who maybe got votes at the jury, who could have possibly went ahead and won the game if they weren't possibly sitting next to another tremendous player. And honestly, I think it's unfinished business as well. Um, to get that far and to play so well, there's a whole lot of key players out there that could have won the game, and maybe they should have. So that's my pick for the returnee season. Maybe I'll figure out a better title someday.
Wait,
All right.
so you said it's not a wedding party?
No.
Oh shit.
All right. So we do have some we do have some other seasons that were kind of left out. I have a couple that were not mentioned that are interesting, but like didn't really make the cut for my uh uh yeah, for my picks. So a couple of them is going to be uh Survivor reality show showdown. So three tribes: Big Brother, Amazing Race, and The Challenge. Having those three shows kind of battle to kind of see like who is the best reality show on Survivor. And then another one that I have that was kind of a newbie season is like a season called Nothing Left to Lose. So you just grab people that have like they're just like down on their dumps and can't really find themselves in the world and just put them on this show because they'll play like they need the money. So finally 18 people who like are like just like kind of like have like nothing else to lose really and just come on come on a show and just see them just battle it out because they would need the money for sure and they could totally change their life around with that money. And then kind of like it's kind of like a rip on like uh heroes, healers, and hustlers. But like I'm doing like first responders, so like firefighters, EMTs, and cops. That'd be kind of fun to see. U.S. versus Canada, that'd be a fun one to see. And then another location one was Survivor Alaska. We've not seen a cold weather climate one before, and like you can do it in Alaska where it's like not like totally freezing, and it's decent there maybe because I think the summertime's not too bad there, so like they can do it during that where it's probably like 40 to 30 degrees maybe. But yeah, those are my ones that just didn't make the cut, and yeah, I'm not sure if you two have any other honorable mentions, but if you want to mention them, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a couple. I don't have any for newbie ideas. It took me like a while longer than it should have to think of the newbie idea one. But the other two ones I did think for the location one was the Everglades and Greece. I think Greece would have been really interesting for them to film at. Borderline maybe in some way similar to Guatemala, where they literally kind of sat on the pyramids. I doubt they'd be able to like legally have them like at the Parthenon or all that. But yeah, the Everglades would have been a really cool place. I thought I heard during COVID I thought I heard somewhere they also considered filming in the Everglades at one point. I don't know if they ever really went through with it, but I thought I heard somewhere briefly they considered it. Um, Other returning ideas I thought of like kind of similar to what Steib said. I think like I had it called Survivor Fallen Angels, but kind of like people who got very close to winning, except maybe like these people were people who just missed out on Final Tribal rather than like yeah. Um Little different, but in some ways, like same, different, or I don't know how that saying goes. The other ones I thought of was like Legends of Old, which would have been like an old school, kind of like an old school season for returnees, but it's just like a bunch of like players coming back for the first time since like the older season. So maybe we could have seen like legends like Jerry, Rob Cesternino. We could have seen some second chance picks and like T-Bird, Sean Rector, Nalea, Shane Powers, Natalie Bolton, like people from like before heroes versus villains, so maybe a good mix of like second chancers, third and fourth timers. Probably not people who would be back for like their fifth, sixth, or seventh time, but those are my honorable mentions. Sab, do you have any?
I don't have too many, but I think I'll just take a fun answer and just say, my dream cast would be players from our own version of Survivor, Survivor Wisconsin / Survivor Whitewater. If somehow you're watching this video and you don't know about that channel, or perhaps if you suffer from amnesia, please go to the Idol Identifiers YouTube channel and watch our past seasons, whether it's the three of us or whether it's potentially all other iconic players that we had on that show. We are absolutely Survivor US material. That's what I'll do. I'll just throw a shameless plug in there. Thank you.
If you are a fan of watching this channel, and if you're a single bitch like me and like Survivor, tune in to our future videos. Keep watching our videos, like and subscribe because I told you so, not Steib, because I told you so, and I have a bat to remind him. It's a yeah, I'm joking. He's just sitting there shaking his head. He's like, no, jokes aside though, we had a lot of really great picks today. This was a really fun idea that Aleks came up with, so I definitely wanted to make a video about it. Do you guys have any other commentary for all of our picks or anything in general?
Not really. Um, I would love to see Survivor go back to themed seasons because those were always fun to watch, and kind of sucks how now we're just kind of stuck in the number route from 41 to 49 now. So hopefully, after 50, we can kind of get back into the way things were. But
Agreed.
yeah, no, like I have nothing else to say really. I said all my piece, and if someone wants to finish it off with anything else, he can follow well, follow along, I guess.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there. That deal that they had with the Phoenician Parliament to have all those seasons back to back in Fiji, it's fine. It's good for them, I guess. Good for production and good for making money, I guess. But yeah, I would absolutely love to see a return to form of seeing Survivor travel around the world like they've done in the past. And I think the ideas that we brought today to the YouTube video, I think they're really good ideas. So I'd just like to say thank you, Aleks and Richie, for having me on, for coming up with the idea, and for running this whole thing. And be sure to subscribe. Otherwise, I will hit Richie with my bad.
You
And
son of
it's
a
not a
bitch. You see
it's
this right
not a
here? You see this
stop
right
interrupting
here?
me. My bad is not a big foam one, it's a real one. So thank you.
I was about to make a joke that I don't think YouTube would have liked.
All right, Richie, close it out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Again, like and subscribe. Go follow our Instagram page at Survivor What If on Instagram. On there, we are about, at the time of recording this, we're about to start Survivor 43 What Ifs. Totally did not take me a couple days to think of a draft for the first one. It's a very complicated one for me to think of, actually, but tune in next time, and maybe we might go through some of our ideas, like potential casts or even more potential ideas like this. Again, Aleks, thank you so much for the great idea for this video. I had a lot of fun doing this. Steib, thank you so much for joining us. Everyone who's watching, thank you so much for watching. Again, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I have been Richie.
I've been Aleks.
And I have also been Aleks. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night, everyone.